I've also had it where players just were not combatants. I think we were talking about before, we were saying that, combat is not a thing for everybody. And I think this is a good point to kind of bring that in. We're trying to say about engaging everybody and keeping everybody involved in the combat. And as a player and also as a overlord or dungeon master keeper, whatever you want to call it, we call it overlord. Whatever, when you're in either of those positions, I find myself anyway, when I'm in either of those positions, if somebody at the table, whether they're in my party or they're my players at the table, is not engaged or is not doing something to move forward the combat or just seems disinterested, that can really be distracting, and it can kind of be catastrophic to your storytelling. By not having that participant. And I've had situations where people have been on their phone, or they're laughing at memes or sharing videos instead of actually paying attention what's going on. They simply were just not combatants, and didn't want to they don't want to fight the gnolls. They don't, that's not their thing.
Yeah.
So you, as a dungeon master or the overlord, if you find that you have that sort of a situation, or you have that kind of a group, that you need to make your battlefield maybe a little bit more accommodating for what you have, like for a group, there's no reason why a non-combatant couldn't go around and interact with an item or a gear or something that is going to change the battlefield, or maybe give the players the advantage over a monster.
Yeah.
There's no reason why your non-combatant cannot still be useful and a part of the combat without actually having to be, I get 17 attacks, I do 1,000,000 points of damage. They don't have to do that. And I feel like that's kind of a thing with spellcasters too. Even my my wizard that I mentioned before, Graz, she's a transmutation wizard. Yes, she has some evocation magic, but that's not all she has. So she gets to do a lot of damage. She can do damage, but there's also times when she's on the battlefield that she's not really going to be the combatant.